everyone, for coming out. We had 2 days in 95, and we were reminded that this is still spring. So appreciate everyone taking the time. We'll try and keep this from blowing away. First off, a couple of people I want to acknowledge in attendance. Essex County Executive Joe DiVincenzo, thank you very much. Councilman Anibal Ramos Jr., thank you very much for attending. Obviously, Mayor Raz Baraka, always supporting. County Clerk Juan Rivera and Senator Teresa Ruiz, thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much again for taking the time to come out to this. It's a special day. I think it's really important that FIFA thought to the importance of leaving some legacy, not just 6 weeks of games and then depart. So these mini pitches going throughout the state was something that was important to John and I when we decided to be a host committee sponsor and make sure that this was done right here in Newark, in a place that we can always remember that this great event was hosted in this great state and in this great city. So I'm glad that the host committee and FIFA decided that this was an important part of the legacy. So appreciate being here. I have the pleasure of introducing our governor, who walked into being involved in FIFA and their host committee from the last couple of years, wondering how that handoff was going to work after 8 years of trying to win this event. And then she gets elected and having to figure out how it's going to get concluded to a point where it's seamless. And I think, as we've all evidenced, she's put the right people in place to get it done in a manner that's both respectful to the event, but also respectful to the citizens of the state of New Jersey. So I appreciate everything that she's done. So with no further ado, the governor of the state of New Jersey, Mikey Sherrill.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, John. This is really, really a great day. I want to thank Mayor Baraka, County Executive Joe DiVincenzo, Phil Elijah. We have Senator Teresa Ruiz. Tim, nice to see you here. Juan, thank you so much. We also have so many other soccer lovers and elected officials here. We have Ryan. Thank you so much for hosting us. Nice to see you again. I think it shows how many people just really want to make sure that as we host the World Cup, that it's not just a way to show off New Jersey to the world. Over 3 billion people across the world will be. Dorian, thank you so much for coming. Sheriff, hi, thank you. As we show off New Jersey to the world, to the over 3 billion watchers across the world, we also want to make sure that New Jerseyans have a fantastic experience and see real economic investment and benefits from hosting the World Cup. And this is one of the ways we see that. This soccer pitch is going to be great for kids who haven't had a chance to play it. We heard from young people like Camila Martinez, a 6th grader here at KIPP, who loves soccer, wears her Barcelona jersey all the time, and yet has never actually played soccer. So this gives kids an opportunity to get outside and enjoy the game. And the thing about soccer that makes it such a worldwide phenomenon is that all you need is a ball, right? So you can play this almost anywhere. And so making sure that kids have that opportunity to get a chance to play this game, to really fall in love with the game, as so many of us have done over the years, makes this really impactful. I was just looking at a picture of my first soccer team. Soccer was not very popular in the early 80s, and I was on the St. Gabriel's Angels, hosted by Sonny's Real Pit Barbecue. And I think the dads who were coaching our team had actually never played soccer. I think they'd played basketball and football. I saw this picture, and I really didn't have a chance. I was wearing jeans and a button-down Oxford under my team jersey, as were many of the children on that team. I'm not really sure that athleisure was a thing back then. And yet we all developed this love of the game. And watching the Women's World Cup with people like Mia Hamm and Brittany Cheston, that really brought a visceral feeling to me and a love of the game that I still have trouble describing. I want these kids to feel the same way. I want them to have the same experience. I want them to, whether or not they played at my level or the level of our top scorer here and our goalie here, top scorer goalie, whether they play at that elite level or they just kick the ball around on this pitch, I want them to experience the love of the game and how wonderful it can be to make those friendships and that feeling of pride as you kind of are able to kind of play some level of competition. So this lets our kids do that here in Newark, and I'm so excited. So thank you, Onyx. I really appreciate it. Thanks to the host committee. And now I want to turn it over to Mayor Razbaraka. Mayor?
Thank you. Thank you, Governor. I just want to first thank the host committee, both Johns, for, thinking it's not robbery to have this here. We're looking forward in City Hall to get one of those things as well. That's a beautiful monument there as well. I want to echo what the governor said. First, I just want to thank her for democratizing what happened here at FIFA, right? For spreading it around the state and bringing more cities, getting more cities involved and more folks involved in it, and making sure that, as was said, that it's not only respectful to the game, but respectful to the people of New Jersey, to the residents and the citizens that actually are going to be impacted by millions and millions of people coming to this region. So I deeply appreciate that. One thing I do want to say, I have a son who, he played for Ironbound Soccer for a little while. He played for a second, went to practice, Councilman back there, Silver. He went to practice a few times, but he kept trying to pick the ball up and run down the field with it. And I was like, no, that's not how you do this. And he kicked 5 seconds, he picks it up and runs with it again. I said, no, we can't do this anymore. So he finally said, I don't think I can do this, so we stopped. A couple of days ago, he said, Dad, when are we going to go play soccer again? I think that is a testament to all of this talk and hype about FIFA coming here. Everybody's talking about it. He's around everything. He's very nosy, so he's around everything and sees what's going on. But he asked about soccer once again, and I think that this is an opportunity for us to make sure that kids in America embrace a world sport, a sport that everybody else in the world can play, because all you need, as the governor said, is a ball on a field or on concrete or on turf or on grass or whatever you can make, you have that. And I look forward to FIFA coming here. I look forward to the World Cup. I thank everybody who are organizing themselves collectively to make it an incredible experience for people, visitors, but more importantly, incredible experience for families and children like mine. God bless.
All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Councilman Aníbal Ramos Jr., and I have the honor of representing this area. I'm very proud of the fact that KIPP took over this building. I want to thank the county executive for his vision in transitioning this incredible building to what is now the newest KIPP school in the city of Newark, a system that has over 6,500 kids here in our great city. And it's an incredible time to be a soccer fan in the city of Newark and in the state of New Jersey. And in the midst of all this excitement about soccer, I'm really glad to see that we're paying tribute to the New York Knicks with our seating colors here as well. So, it was a nice touch. And I have to tell you, the North Ward is home to probably the largest organized youth soccer program in the entire city of Newark. We're very proud to have close to 1,000 young people who participate in organized youth soccer right here in the North Ward. And we have a few elementary schools that have these soccer pitches. But I have to tell you that this particular pitch feels extra special in light of the World Cup, in light of all the initiatives that are happening within the city of Newark to celebrate this incredible time. Many of these young people are not going to have the opportunity to go to MetLife Stadium to experience the games in person, but the fact that they get to simultaneously experience soccer by watching it on TV, but most importantly by competing with their comrades, it's a real incredible thing. And I want to thank the governor. I want to thank the host committee and all those who made this possible. And I have to tell you that there's one person on the city council that he's the biggest soccer fan. If the mayor puts up one of these pitches at City Hall, I think Mike Silva will try to run circles around this mayor. So Councilman Silva is doing a lot in the East Ward around this. And it's really my pleasure to introduce someone who's a big part of this, representing the host committee. I want to bring up Mr. Fred Mangione.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for having us today. Representing the host committee, just want to thank Governor Sherrill, Mayor Baraka, U.S. Soccer Federation, and the KIPP leadership group. What we're doing today is what the host committee is all about. It's hard to believe in 23 short days, yes, 23 short days, the World Cup will be here. More importantly, the finals will be here in New Jersey, and it'll be the biggest sporting event ever to happen here. And this is what everyone's going to be a part of. When Onyx Equity came on board, they were the first supporter of ours, and John likes to tell me a lot. He was the first supporter of ours. So, and when we said, where do you want to be? They said, we want to be in Newark. And they came right here. So this is the first of many pitches are going to come up, but as the rest of the supporters alluded to, the branding, the nature, what we want to do is to be a platform for young kids who one day could hopefully participate in the World Cup, and that's really what it's all about. So when everyone comes in and the games are gone and are a memory and are talked about, a lot of people talk about 94 like it just happened. That's what's going to happen with 26. So we appreciate everyone's support. Like I said, a lot's going to go on in the next 23 days. We have a lot to cover on both sides of the river, but more importantly, we're really excited about what's going to happen here in New Jersey, and this is just one of many pitches that you'll see come up. And again, we can't thank the support of Governor Sherrill and her leadership, and more importantly, Onyx Equities and all our great supporters that we have. So thanks so much, and I would like to introduce Alex Bard from U.S. Soccer Federation.
Thanks, Fred. Thank you, everyone, for being here. On behalf of the U.S. Soccer Foundation, we're so excited to open up this mini pitch today with so many great partners. Thank you to the governor, the mayor, Councilman Ramos, Onyx, the host committee, and KIPP Purpose Academy for letting us be part of this project today. More youth in Newark will have a safe place to play once this mini pitch is open and once we continue our work across the region leading up to the World Cup. As we prepare for this summer of soccer, it's important to use this cultural moment not just to celebrate the sport, but to drive social change and improve lives at the same time. At the U.S. Soccer Foundation, we're excited to keep building on all this momentum today and across the country to ensure that the World Cup leaves a legacy for generations to come. And now I'll turn it over to Ryan Hill from KIPP.
Thanks, Alex. I want to thank you all out for coming, or all for coming out in this weather. I don't know if it would have been better at 95 degrees yesterday, but it's a great event, and we really appreciate you being here. Special thanks to Governor Sherrill, Mayor Baraka, Senate Majority Leader Ruiz, County Executive Joe D., Councilman Ramos, Councilman Gonzalez, Essex County Commissioner and KIPP alum, Adorian Murray Thomas, and all the other elected officials who are here. In addition to them, I'd also like to thank the Evan Dabby from the New Jersey Youth Soccer Association, Harry Lee from the Charter Schools Association, and our board chair, Tim Carden. And to our staff who helped make this possible, Doug Chu, Maria Christina Ventresca, Kelsey Waite, Carlos Edmundo, Lauren D'Angelo, Veronica Avery, and Naila Brown, and Khalida Espinal. Thank you very much. Thank you especially to the FIFA New York, New Jersey World Cup Host Committee and to Onyx Equities and their co-founders John Saraceno and Jonathan Schultz for making this possible as well. I want to give a little context on what this will mean for our kids and for sports in general. So my son plays soccer. I was like Governor Sherrill's coaches. I was a basketball player who got drafted into helping coach without knowing how to do it. And I know from that experience that soccer can really change lives and that it's extremely, extremely expensive in most places. Our kids cannot afford the club fees for the most part that that I've been paying for my son and that many other people do across the state. And yet we know that youth sports contribute to mental and physical health, higher GPAs, and just getting kids off their phones each day. But to have a team, you need a field. And today, we get a field for the 1,000 kids who go to this school every single day. So again, we thank you. As youth sports grow across the country, so does this inequity that I was talking about. The price is out of reach for a lot of our kids. And so what we are doing at KIPP New Jersey is we now have plans to build the best free youth soccer program in the nation. If we were a district, we'd be the 20th biggest district in the state. Last year, we sent 200 students from Newark to college. We have strong programs in sports like basketball. Thank you to Coach Brooks, who's here, and track and field and some others. And I do want to call out again Ali and Gerald, two of the best soccer players you'll ever see in high school. Gerald's a goalkeeper who allows no goals. Ali is a striker who scored more than any other kid in the state other than one last year. So congrats to them. But Newark should have dozens, hundreds of Alis and Geralds. This mini pitch will be a critical step in launching a soccer program across all our schools from the age of 5 to the age of 18, both rec soccer and elite travel programming. And we thank you for this mini pitch will help us provide that access to so many kids. So thank you for everyone who cares about sports, youth sports, and especially soccer. We're all excited about the World Cup as it brings more attention to the world's game, and we have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to use that to expand access to kids across the country. So thank you, and please welcome our next speaker, co-founder and managing director of Onyx Equities, John Schultz.
All right, I'll try to be quick. It's getting tough out here. But on behalf of our entire team, we're incredibly proud to celebrate the debut of this new mini pitch alongside KIPP New Jersey Public Schools, the U.S. Soccer Foundation, the FIFA World Cup 2026 New York, New Jersey Host Committee, and all our valued partners. Again, I'd like to re-thank Governor Mikey Sherrill, Mayor Ras Baraka, and Councilman Ramos, and all the other dignitaries that are here today weathering this storm. We thank you very much. So as an official host city sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, Onyx Equities has embraced the opportunity to support projects that leave meaningful and lasting impact to our communities. And this is the exact kind of project and moment that represents that mission. We're honored to stand beside our partners Russo Development through Vermella, Machine Investment Group through Nest, and Exonic Capital through Gateway Center and the Arbors in Parsippany that share our commitment to investing in the future of New Jersey and the young people who will shape it. While the world's biggest soccer tournament will bring incredible energy to our region this summer, today is a reminder that the real legacy of the World Cup is about access, opportunity, community, and inspiration. We hope this mini pitch is a place where students build confidence, friendship, leadership skills, and a lifelong love of the game. So thank you everyone for being here, who helped make this day possible, and most importantly to the students and the families at KIPP. We can't wait to see this pitch come to life. Thank you very much. And John, you're good? Okay, you're gonna end it?
Thank you. Stay dry.